Welcome to the Goodwood Show.
Welcome everyone to another The Goodwood Show, episode 12. And today we have Lothar from Grim Syndicate. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's because I'm part of the project for so many years now, and it's finally I have finally the pleasure of having you on a conversation, and we can talk about the project and everything. How are you? You good?
Good, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And yeah, it's crazy how long it's been already. Hard to believe.
Yeah, time flies, right?
Yes.
Especially in crypto and NFTs, 1 week is like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird because on one side it flies, on the other it feels so slow. It's like it's a weird bend shaping with time. What this NFT?
It's very schizophrenic, right?
Yes.
Very schizophrenic space, and then you go from people just hyping, everyone is very bullish, and then I don't know, after 2 days, everyone is there. It's like so sad. We're going to zero.
Yeah. We did everything. Like
it's
server
crazy.
Full of people enjoying everything, then server full of people complaining, then server quiet, just letting us work. Then some people come and go. I mean, it's again like it's gonna be 5 years in October.
Really? Right? Yeah. I have it. I actually have it on my on one of my questions that you are one of the OGs, right? Of the Solana. You minted in 21 or 22? 21, right?
October 1st, 21.
Yeah, was more or less when I started on Solana, and for me, like when I saw Grim Syndicate, was like, oh, Grim Syndicate, this is like top project. I remember that when I saw it, I was like, oh, one day I'm gonna have one.
We were very early to the scene. I mean, with that we were lucky, to be honest. I mean, we were planning on doing this for so long, and it's just like the time that we decided to launch it was just the perfect time.
Yeah.
At the time, I mean, the blockchain, we didn't even knew we were going to launch on Solana initially. I mean, we were, this whole thing started as eventually having assets for a game. And so it took a while because even before we knew about Solana, like the only other option really was Ethereum. But for this kind of game, having assets on Ethereum would be so expensive for customers. So it's like it was always like there waiting while we were working on art and assets and all that jazz. So yeah, it was a perfect storm basically when we launched.
Yeah. So how did the actual project started? So but someone done the art, was for a game, and then after that you were like, okay, let's decide where we're gonna release this or mint this.
Yeah, so originally it was me and the artist was Justin Mazel. He's doxed, so he's known, and his brother Ryan. And we first, I mean, I used to work with Ryan, and that's how we get to know each other. IRL. And originally we worked on another game prior to blockchain and everything, on anything. It was like a mobile game, very simple, fun to play, where you just like have to defend yourself from attacking enemies in space. This was probably 2019 or so. I was already kind of ingrained, starting to my blockchain journey started in the bull of 2017. With all the ICO craziness and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
At the peak, right?
But I started at the peak as well.
Yeah, and that's usually where people start, right? It's like they start at the peak, then everything crashes, and if you're still here after that, it's because you saw something that caught your attention, because it was definitely not the money. Because my first experience was awful. But yeah, that's when we made the first game, and I was the one who like kind of started saying, hey, it would be fun if we made something like with blockchain assets, like gamers owning their assets and things like that. What people in games usually think. And at the time, we were thinking, okay, but everyone has like their own jobs. How are we going to fund this? And I don't know, years passed. Small bull signs started appearing, and we started looking into it again. But like I just said, we had this issue with the cost of the assets. It didn't make sense, especially because we had the experience of the mobile game. Mobile games in particular, like people don't even spend $1, right? They want everything for free. And if they happen to do like in-app purchases, they're usually super cheap. Even so, like 5 years ago, it was even cheaper than today. Inflation goes everywhere. Now maybe people spend a little bit more, but at the time it was super expensive. So it's like, yeah, if we were going to do this, we cannot really use Ethereum. So at the time we got some recommendations from someone that Justin knew, and they told us to, hey, why don't you look into Solana? So I was a technical guy, I started looking into Solana, and it was like, this was probably, I don't know, around
the summer,
April of 21,
April.
something like that.
It was when the Solarians mint.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I mean, I didn't get the chance to mint Solarian, for example, but it was like right there, right? So that's what I get to know. I started getting into the ecosystem. I didn't get to mint like SMBs. I didn't get to mint Degen Apes. My first mint was, I forgot the name. It was this astronauts sold something. Anyway, that was my first mint. And I got the like number 2 rarity. I never sold it. I still
like
have
everyone.
It.
Of course.
Of course. So yeah, and that's how we began. I mean, I saw it was a great thing. I mean, this would work for in-app purchases for games. It was cheap for transactions. So that's how we started. Justin said, yo, I've been working on this kind of art. I like this universe. So it's kind of like started working on it. We opened the server. And that's where we kind of got lucky, because it's like when we decide we got to know the blockchain, we opened the server, and like people were just excited getting to see all these projects coming up. We got some shout outs from some of Justin's friends who gave us a big push, and that, I mean, that's history. Acceleration of NFTs started like going so fast. I remember that when we initially started, it was like maybe 1 mint a week. By the time that we minted, it was like 10 mints a day.
Yeah.
So
there was a lot of launch pads, right, at the time. Like every week you had a new launch pad that you could mint NFTs.
I don't remember if it was a launch pad. What happened is that it was this thing called Candy Machine, which made it really, really easy for devs to launch this
Metaplex, right?
Yeah, exactly. But what we did, I mean, since we liked art and all these things, and what I think set us a bit apart from others at the time, is like we actually made our own minting website. It wasn't like you said, it was this launchpad, but it wasn't big launchpad. It was just like someone made a website, had no design, no nothing, so everything looked the same. We made like a whole experience where you would go through like a little story at the time with Phil, the accountant, and yeah, there was a lot of things long time ago. But yeah, we always try to do things like within our lore, within our universe, things that made sense, and not just riding the bull. For lack of
because normally it's like everyone is trying to follow some kind of meta, right? And you had your kind of idea very defined, right? It was a game, and that's a game that you want to do. But my question is, you said that at the time in 2019, you had already an idea like, oh, I want to do this something in crypto. But at the time, there was not that many NFTs, right? So probably you would do like an ICO or something.
No, at the time, I don't remember when was that, but because yes, the craziness of NFTs started on Ethereum as well with Bored Ape and the CryptoKitties, yeah. But even before that, and I think that was at the end of the previous of 2017 or not. Like, do you remember CryptoKitties?
Yeah, that I remember, but there was maybe one in.
Yeah, exactly. That was before anything, right? Like nobody.
Was NFTs before NFTs?
Exactly. Yeah. I think I got one at the time. I don't, but yeah, like you said, NFTs before NFTs, they weren't that much valuable or anything. Just for the lore, definitely nothing like CryptoPunks. I didn't get a CryptoPunk. I didn't get a Bored Ape. I didn't get any of those. But I did see like the idea of, okay, these digital assets being used for collectibles, basically.
Yeah, there was potential at the time.
Which is basically the idea right before the game that we were trying to do, which was bringing back collectibles to the trading card genre.
I want to ask, actually, before all of that, what is your background? Is it like you are a developer in Web2 and then you've done games and stuff, or?
Yes. How far do I go? I started like with a basic
3 years old
HTML programming back in the Flash websites era.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Like early 2000s maybe, or mid 2000s.
Yeah. I was working with Dreamweaver and stuff. I was like,
oh my god,
Dreamweaver was the AI of that time, right? It was a Dreamweaver. Oh my god, I can put the things together without coding.
The code that thing outputted, it was awful.
Awful, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it started back then. I mean, and I opened a small development shop here in Buenos Aires, where I lived. Still live. At some point, I moved to the US because of one of our customers there, and that's where I met Ryan, his brother, with them I was doing. At the time, before I jumped completely Web3, I was doing mobile front-end development.
Okay.
So,
but all games, or also like software?
No, it was mostly software, and like the games were like what we wanted to do on the side, right?
It's like the hobby.
Yeah.
And is the artist still involved in Web3? It wasn't him that done Moonbirds? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, he was the Moonbirds. After he did Grims, he moved over to Ethereum. He founded Moonbirds. Then after that, I don't really know. I mean, we kind of separated in a way. I mean, I didn't really like how he. What he did with Grims, basically, which was his first Web3 experience. I mean, I don't blame him. There's a lot of founders that maybe not because of malice. It's just, it's a very hard
space
here. I mean, hard space for sure. It's like if you're not here 24/7 doing what everyone is asking for you, and if the number doesn't constantly keep going up, you just get shit all day, all night. It doesn't matter what you do. I mean, at the time we did so many things. I mean, we did 2 other collections which were completely free. I mean, we didn't mean those. Those were free for holders. We did some experiences, Lord Dreams Workshop. We had a big community who made like a stake inside. I mean, it was huge. Then, of course, bear market hit, not only for us, but for everybody. And of course, numbers started going down a lot. But not only for that, for us. I mean, for a lot of other
people. For everyone. And it's funny when you see sometimes on X, when people say, "Oh, look at the floor price of this collection. Oh, this is a rug or something," and then you think everyone is down massively. Why you? what's the point
even
of
the top projects on Solana
exactly?
are probably down, even if they are high in numbers. I don't know how much are like Claynos and stuff. Maybe they're up in soul value because they minted. I don't even remember, but yeah, definitely not at the values that what they were 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, the gravity is very strong, right? It pulls everything down, and we just saw with like Mad Lads, right?
Yeah,
Apparently, the coin was not as expected. Price went,
exactly.
and it's so easy to
And
just
everybody's
go
complaining
from
to our money. Like, why? I
yeah,
mean, the guy is building an amazing
yeah.
business and trying to get Mad Lads involved somehow, even if it's just with fees or something. I mean, I don't know.
And they
It's
got so many airdrops, right? They got loads of airdrops.
oh my god, yeah.
Good airdrops. So okay, it's I'm sometimes I'm unhappy with some stuff as well, but it's normal that it's impossible to please everyone.
I understand. We had the privilege of during big bull market, we got to like 20 sol. That's huge, at least in my mind. That's huge. And of course,
Solana at what 200 or 150?
Yeah, I think it was like 190 or 220, like around that. 2021, 22. And yeah, if you happen to buy a Grim at that time, of course you're gonna be hating on us. I mean, why wouldn't you? So yeah, I mean, he didn't. I don't know if he didn't really take it well or whatever. But after he founded Moonbirds, actually they got bought by Yuga. Moonbirds got bought by Yuga Labs. He was working there for a bit, and now he's no longer there either, and he completely left the Web3 space. So
we left completely. Okay.
As far as I know, it's been a while since I have spoken with him. But yeah, the last time I've heard is that he opened like another company, a Web2 company. So yeah.
There's the I think for the artists there was a lot of this dream. Let's say, oh, we're gonna go there. We can. Everyone's gonna buy our art. We're gonna get percentage of royalties.
We actually had. I'm still hopeful for the future, right? But we were under contract with a production company at some point to actually make an animated show.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. We were looking at. They were showing us like writers. They were pitching some production companies, but again, this was like peak bull market, right?
Yeah.
And once everything faded and everybody, quote unquote, normies started hating on NFTs, I mean, again, I don't blame them. It's not like they said, "Hey, we're not going to do it." They just stopped replying to us.
yeah. I don't know if you saw the OK Bears tweets. They have been posting all the things that they had planned back in that time.
Yeah, I saw like for
so many things,
and they pay like 300K or something, which is insane. But that's what the bull market does to you. I mean,
yeah, exactly. And completely, the values are completely unrealistic, right? It's crazy
for everyone. I think it gets to everybody's head. I mean, both holders, project owners. I mean, everybody.
People think that it's gonna be like this forever, right?
Yeah.
People think, I'm gonna do my salary. Oh, okay, we have 1 million. My salary can be 5K, 10K. This gonna run forever, and then suddenly, I don't know, something happens, something, and then suddenly you don't have that money anymore. So
and some people also are more risk averse, right? They are willing to take more risks or not. I mean, or you have a family that is able to support you or not. I mean, I've been through ups and downs. I'm a Solana maxi as well, so it's like when we are in a bear, I don't sell my Solana. So in a bear, I'm currently right now I'm going through a rough patch, but I'm happy. I'm thankful that I have an amazing wife that has my back and she supports me. She's been with me for 16 years now. So so she's been through the good and the bad. So and not everybody has that. Also, it depends on where you live. Like if you have a runway, how long can you keep doing this until you actually? I mean, there's a point. Like there's no return, right? I mean, I can't.
Yeah, you have to leave, right? You have to pay
Otherwise
food and
can back me up forever if I cannot put something a meal on the table, right? So yeah, so I understand me myself as being and like in the head of the project. I understand why anybody would leave. So I don't really hold it against anyone. I don't hold it against Justin or anything. He did an amazing job with the art. I love the art. I love the lore. I love what we're doing. I'm super proud of what we did and what we're still doing. So yeah.
I want to shift a little bit, so we go to something different, so we can come back to Grim Syndicate again.
Yes.
I saw on your Twitter that you actually trying to revive the Solana Spaces, and I was a big fan of Solana Spaces. I loved it, and I was like, oh, maybe one day they're gonna do one in London and one in Lisbon and one in, and then suddenly they shut down the one in New York, and I was like, no, cannot be. And then what is happening and what you're trying to
That's awesome that you saw that, and yeah, that is actually alive and well. Well, I don't know if well, but it's alive.
the one in New York, you mean?
No, it kind of changed how it works. The original vision, Vivu's vision, Vivu Norby is the original founder of Solana Spaces. His original vision was to have like permanent stores in cities.
Yeah.
And this was by his words. I mean, that was not sustainable through the market cycles, right? I mean, everybody hates them, and you need funds to keep a shop working,
running. Yeah, of course.
Running, especially in these huge cities. So this was, I think, January of last year when there was this meme mania, the meme coins mania.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I saw someone say, they should launch a token and revive, like instead of all these shit tokens that do nothing, someone should launch a token and revive Solana Spaces, because that was actually a great idea. And I just went with it. I launched it without telling anybody. It started getting attention. It got Vivu's attention. He gave like his blessing. He said, okay, if this is for real, anybody wants to bring this back, has my full support. I'm going to give them everything that I have. And that's what happened. And that's when I came to him, hey, I did this. He already knew me from before, like from chats. We've seen each other in the past. And he was okay. Yeah, now if you're here, even better. And keep some other people that actually bought into the token and were getting to be part of the community there. We're asking him, hey, how can we do this? How can we get together? So between everybody, we just made like a working group. And we just tried and decided to do like a small pop-up shop in New York during, I think it was Accelerate of last year.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. So it was a huge success. At least success. When I say success, I'm not talking financial success.
No, yeah, of course. We forgot about that. That doesn't matter.
My tokens are actually the tokens that I bought at the time, which, by the way, were I bought with my money. Like all the tokens that I minted, I just gave them to Vivu. And Vivu, he locked some and also gave them back to the multisig wallet that we as a team use now. So it's like, yeah. But what I mean by successful is like a lot of projects decided to sponsor the event so that we were able to, because that takes money. That takes actual money to rent a space in New York, a retail space to make it, have people working there, make it look nice. And then a lot of projects across the ecosystem gave us merchandise to sell there. And we said, okay, people really want this. And then we did another one in LA. Then we did another one back in New York, but in Wall Street. during when the Solana ETF went live.
Mhm.
And then we did another one at Breakpoint in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Actually inside the event. So yeah, now there I'm strictly more on the technical side. I'm helping. We launched the website a couple of weeks ago,
Okay.
which it took a lot of time. Not just because of the technical aspect, but more on the logistics and like shipping, taxes worldwide, all that
Yeah.
jazz. Like, it's a mess. And the other guys, which are Amal and Johnny, they are great. Like they are the real face of Solana Spaces these days. I'm more like on the. I'm also undoxed, so I cannot be the face of anything really. But yeah, I'm helping on the technical side, and yeah, we are going also to accelerate in Miami in 2 weeks.
Okay. And you're coming to Breakpoint in London, probably.
Yes, I'm Breakpoint as well. I was trying to go to Miami, but yeah, money-wise, like I said, Bear is not helping.
Easy.
So I have to prioritize what's going to be best, Miami or London. So I'm going to London.
Okay, I will welcome you here. It's gonna be nice to see.
Nice.
Yeah, I live here, so it's got for me. It's just I don't know, 40 minutes away from my house.
We'll so definitely nice. You'll definitely get to see my face there then.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Oh, it's great that Solana Spaces are revived and there's something happening in that.
Yeah,
space.
I mean, I love it. I always kind of like you said. My dream was to have like a Solana Spaces here in Buenos Aires. I mean, it's still time. I'm not saying it won't happen, but it's like the model kind of changed because of this, of what I said, of all the costs to keep up with an actual store like full year long. So we are focusing on pop-ups and the website.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Let's go back to Grim Syndicate, maybe, and then if you want to talk about the game that you are building for a long time now, and I think it's now available to be played.
Yeah.
If you want to share your screen now.
There's something new happening on Solana, and you can hear it. Soul Radio is a 24/7 radio stream and original tracks only. No copies, no noise, just real vibes from the ecosystem. If you're part of the space, you need to hear this. Discover Soul Radio now at soulradio.fun.
The people that are watching, Spotify is gonna be hard to watch to see this, but I'm gonna try.
It's fine. It's fine. It should be okay.
To talk about it as much as I can. So yeah, we've been working on this game for a long time now. What we wanted to do, I don't know how much you know about card games and trading card games, but
not much.
Okay, so I'll try to go a bit back. By the way, I'm mostly the developer of these and not really the game designer. Okay. So now I love it, right? I've been playing it for 3 years, but I wasn't a card gamer before. Okay. So whatever I say, please take with a pinch of salt. But I'm gonna try. So original card games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, you actually have like physical cards that you buy at a shop and you trade with your friends, right? Yeah. Or like build a deck, but if you don't have one, okay, you can go to a friend. Hey, you have this one? Okay, I'll give you this one. Like, forget about these new cards that cost millions of dollars because they are collectibles. The actual game I'm talking about, because all these, in essence, are games. That was great. You could like build your decks, and if you got bored, you could go and sell your card to whoever, and that was great. When new digital games came like Hearthstone or Yu-Gi-Oh, what they did was like they gated that experience within their ecosystem. And like, for example, if you're building a deck on Hearthstone and you're missing a card, you cannot go and ask a friend, hey, can you send me this card? You just have to keep buying from them until you get it. So we were like, that sucks. So what we wanted to do was basically bring back the idea of actual ownership of the cards. I know that's kind of cliche to say, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, that's never going to happen on Web3 gaming or whatever. But we think that it has potential and it has value to actually be able to, hey, I'm missing just with this single card to get the perfect deck that I want to build. Do you have it? Yes. Can you give it to me? Sure. Here it is. Or trade it, or buy it, sell it, whatever you want. It's yours to do as you please. So
it's
that's
a little bit like FIFA, right? FIFA. I don't know if you play FIFA.
I played the video game, like where you actually play with the
but
players.
you never played the one with the cards where you collect the football players.
Well, no, but I'm sure it's just exactly the same.
Yeah,
it's not exactly the same. Yeah. So that's what we decided to bring back, and that's why we needed blockchain to actually give you this ownership thing that you needed, and that's what we've been doing since. Now, why it's taking so long? First, because it's just me building it. The development on the game design side, we actually had an amazing person, Arius. If you listen to this, you're amazing. He actually came from the community of the Grim Syndicate as well. And he basically, once like Justin left and I cannot design for the life of me. So he just came on board and decided, hey, I'm going to help you guys. We pay him for his work, but he's said to us like so many times, if there was no money, I would still do this. I just love the game. I love this world, basically what I feel as well. So he's been helping us on all the design, both like the game mechanics design and the graphic design.
Okay.
So that he's been building, and he's a very big, passionate card gamer. So he knows all about these mechanics and whatnot. So it's just the two of us actively working on the game. We've been working on this even before AI was a thing, which these days it's helping me quite a bit.
Much easier, right? Yeah.
But having said that, AI is still not great. Like our game is built with Unity, and it also has a very specific like design language. AI has not been able to produce, design-wise, has not been able to produce what the level of quality that we want. And on the design aspect, like Unity is very editor-oriented, like for all the UIs, like you actually had to drag and drop and do all those kind of things. AI is not great at that yet.
Mm-hmm.
It does help a lot with scripts and whatnot, finding bugs and like that. It's great, but there's a lot of things that is still lacking. So it still takes time. That on one side. Then on the other, or the initials, the game is already available in alpha state, so anybody can go and play. And a lot of the initial feedback that we got was like that the art, and I can actually show it right here. So this is the cards of the game.
No, it's really good.
But as you can see, like the original art of the game used this. This is like from our collection, Lurkers of the Abyss.
Yeah.
It's very front-facing, very PFP like, very like you see this and it screams of NFTs, right?
Yeah.
But also another thing which is very important in trading card games is like if you only see this image, it doesn't really tell you, okay, what does the card do? Like,
okay,
you don't know, it does nothing. Okay, so we went back and we're working with an art company called Wizard. I don't know if you heard about them. And we are redoing the art of all the cards so that they actually tell a story now. So this used to look like this. It's just a rock. It doesn't tell you anything at all. So now it actually shows you this. Okay, kill a demon. You can see the soul coming away from the demon. It's very clear. It also tells a story. It's not as big here, but we will also be able. You'll see like a full high quality version of this art. And we're also, I think I have a version. Yeah, some like if you get like a unique card or a golden card, they're gonna be animated as well. So like this is what makes these kind of games like truly shine, right? And it's what
of course.
trading card gamers look after. So this is what mostly been taking a lot of time from us, because this is a lot of work.
And this card, the cards are on chain or they are not on chain?
They are not on chain yet, because that's another thing that we're doing different from a lot of these Web3 games. We are strictly focusing during this alpha version on the game mechanics, making sure that the game is fun, that of course there's no bugs. Bugs there's always going to be there, but just like we need an easy way to, if we need to change something, well, like we did with the original art. Like if this was all on chain already, it would be a mess to go back and change it. So we're making sure to make a fun game before making it a Web3 game.
Yeah, makes sense. And everyone done the other way around, right?
Exactly.
They came with on chain and NFTs, and then let's see where can we put this NFTs in. Yeah,
exactly.
Some sort of
exactly. That's exactly the thing. And that's also what we did, what we said originally. I'm hugely surprised that when we launched the game, I mean, if you still go to our original website, like the last bit of the roadmap, because everybody had to have a roadmap at the time, the last bit of the roadmap was like building a card game. Okay.
So it was all
every single time that I run into someone at a conference or something, they know about us, and I tell them that we're building a game, they had no idea.
I'm having a deja vu, right? It happened with me as well.
It blows my mind, like how, why? But I mean, I also got to understand this. I didn't understand before, but I got to understand that everybody's living in their own silo. Everybody's living under their own algorithm that X decides to show you. So
yeah, that's true.
It's like, it's so much work. It's so like to get the word out there, right? Just for people to know what you're doing.
To reach people. We have the same issue with Mindfolk. We post every single day for, I don't know, more than 1 year, and sometimes we still see people, Mindfolk, well, I thought this was dead. And like,
yeah,
I've been posting every single day saying we are a live community, and a lot of the people don't know as well. So I understand your side is the same.
Exactly. That's why we actually decided to like kind of take a step back. We stopped. We used to post every day as well. We kind of stopped that because we saw, like, at the current state of the game, which is not yet finished, we are wasting a lot of resources, energy on trying to make people aware of this when we're still months away from release, right? So why wasting all of these now?
Yeah.
So now it's like we're doing more like word of mouth. If anybody asks, I'll go on a show. Of course, I see something on X, something talking about games or dreams or NFTs. I'll go myself and answer and things like that, but not actively promoting, basically. So we're waiting for the game to at least be on a beta state, which when that happens, yes, every card is going to be an NFT. Every deck is going to be an NFT. So you'll be able to trade decks. You'll be able to trade cards. There's going to be an in-game currency, which is going to be used. And of course, there's going to be a token that is going to be used to buy all of these things. So
when is the prediction for that to happen? Do you have any?
Man.
One of these days, right?
We've been pushing back on the day a few times already because the landscape changes, right? And things change. And believe it or not, even though I don't want that to be the case, the bull market makes a difference.
Yeah, of course.
We are kind of like on a slower mode right now. We're still working, but it's just areas on myself. Like the biggest number of cars that we were able to redesign was like, I don't know, 4-6 months ago when we were in a bull market again, and the money that we still had in the treasury was much more valuable. and we were like, if we keep doing this, we're gonna just burn through the treasury so fast, and then we won't have any money for marketing.
Exactly. Okay.
So again, I would love for it to be done this year, which like our original idea was to launch it on the 5-year anniversary of the Grims. There's still time, but
There's still
now with all the world's craziness that is happening, you don't really know. I mean,
And how do you finance it? It's just from money from the treasury, or there's any source of income from the actual game, or?
well, not now, because again, I mean, since the game is not finished, it's not like we don't really like charging for something that is not finished. And the game is going to be free to play. So the way that you're going to make money is by people actually buying
the decks and the cards, right?
the decks and the cards, exactly. And you cannot do that until the game is finished and all the cards art is done. So yeah, the funding is still from the original mint. So
Oh, really? Oh my God,
yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't expect that. Most of the projects, they burn it in the first year.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I know. But yeah, that's also one of the good things about just being a very small team. I mean, that's why we're able to give a long runway. Now, granted, I understand it's been a long time, but we're still here and we're still making it. So
and can you not apply to grants and super team grants and hackathons? Or because it doesn't have on-chain mechanics, you cannot apply?
I mean, the mechanics are going to be there, but I don't know. At some point, we tried in the past. We tried to raise money.
Okay.
I don't know if it was just bad timing or I mean, you've seen, I don't know if you've seen, but the state of Web3 gaming is not the best.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm personally doing this mostly out of passion. I'm doing this, like I said before, I'm super proud of the quality of this game. I mean, if you compare these to other Web3 games, there's not many out there that come to this level of quality. I mean, you might like these kind of games or not. I'm not saying that. No, this is not a game for everybody. Of course, some people like first-person shooters or whatever. But you cannot deny the quality that went into it, that is still going into it. So yeah.
Show more of the kind of the menus just to see what.
Yeah, this is like the basic home screen. I think just welcoming to the game. This is your profile where you have like, these are the kind of amount of games that I played since I started.
Was that staking platform that you built for Grim, that initially intended to be the platform for the game, or was always
that platform? I did not build that platform to begin with. That was like a community back when community was huge, and we had like, I think 15 people working with us. Yeah, the community built that. Those people made that staking platform. Now Bear came, they left. I tried to personally keep it up and maintain it, and I did maintain it for a while. But I mean, our goal was always the game and not the staking platform. So eventually, I mean, it was taking time away from me, and I made an announcement about it at the time. Like I had to shut it down. It was just taking time away from me, and it did not give anything in return. I mean, people were just accumulating something.
The token.
Yeah, it wasn't even token. I mean, we were the first ones, by the way. I think Digos did the same, or someone did that. That it was just off-chain points that you were. You could use that to gain on-chain rewards. I mean, we've done a lot of auctions and raffles for other NFTs or tokens or whatever. But the staking itself was not for an actual token. And this was also because in the past, I mean, it's still not clear all these things about tokens and regulations in the US.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
so that's why we did that. We went that route with the non-token thing. But yeah, that was all community based. Official, it was only this, and the Lotteries Workshop, that was also is still working official. I don't know if you ever used that.
I thought I'm not sure because isn't the workshop maybe it's the one I was talking about. I'm not sure.
The
one
workshop,
that you can put NFT to work.
there's different things. Because one thing that you put the NFTs, like you stake them and you just got Astra for points.
Astra, yeah.
What I did, and this was mostly during the meme coin mania again of last year, we did these like sponsorship things.
Yeah, with the meme coins, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
I got quite a lot of them.
That was official. That was me. So, but that was more like active kind of thing. So people who were still with us and knew what we were doing. Okay, yeah, if you go to the workshop and you start a sponsorship and you were able to change your Grim to look like whatever meme coin was sponsoring.
Yeah. I remember now.
Yeah. That was fun. I mean,
that was fun. At some point, I got, I don't know, some coin. At some point, it was like $500 or $600. Of course, I didn't sell. But
of course. Yeah, I think that was major.
If
I'm not mistaken, there was this little frog major. That was huge. Yeah. So yeah, we did all right with that. I mean, if people were able to sell, they did pretty well.
Maybe if we sold everything, we were not here in this podcast. We were somewhere in Thailand or some other place enjoying our life.
You know what? I'm so, at least with this game and whatnot, and Solana, I'm so passionate about all this. Even if I sold everything, I probably would still be here. I just like this. I love this so very much. I'm not. Of course, everybody wants to make money. I'm not saying I don't want to make money, but it's more passion than money in my case. If I can have both, amazing. Life would be so good. But yeah. And speaking of which, I mean, I just said that we are not doing any kind of Web3 thing.
But I can see the NFTs there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lie, because you can. I mean, I connected my wallet and I can pick my Grims to be used. Like, these are all the Grims that I own.
But this is on Steam, right?
Correct.
And you can connect wallets on Steam. I don't even know.
Well, the way you do it is that when you link a wallet, this actually takes you to a website.
Okay.
Website.
Now I want to do it just to link my wallet.
And then you link your wallet there, and you link it to your account, and then the game just knows that that's your wallet, and then you get to pick any of these. So I can just I can change it, and now I'm using this one. These are all my personal Grims.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a way to showcase that, yes, eventually it's going to have Web3 integrations. It's currently working. We're just not worried about it yet because we're focusing more on the mechanics. So again, the idea is for you to like build your decks. So here is one of my decks.
And then you play. I'm not familiar with card games, to be honest. And then you play against someone, right?
Yeah. So these are all my current decks that I made. And I'm just going to pick one, and I'm just going to go practice because there's probably no one connected right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play the AI and show you just a little bit what the game is about. So this is the AI.
Oh, it looks nice.
Thank you. So yeah, this is my initial draw. I don't like these cards. So these are the cards that I got. So the idea of the game, I mean, you see me here, and that one is the opponent. The idea of these games is usually to kill your opponent. Now, most of card games, the way you do that is that you just put cards on the board, like some people from like on your side, and they put it on their side, and you go against each other. What we did here, we got heavy inspiration, like game mechanics from Hearthstone, and kind of like the general design vibes and whatnot, like comic style, universe style. But also we got inspiration from a mini game inside one of the Final Fantasy games, which was called Tetramaster. And that what they did is like incorporates this grid kind board, which basically adds one extra layer of strategy in the game. Because the way that you attack your opponent is that you need to put your cards on the board first, and you attack the opponent from the board. Okay, so I just attacked the opponent.
Like a mix of chess with card game, kind of. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly the thing. And I love it that you said it and I didn't have to say it. That means that it's not that hard to explain.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only caveat, of course, is that in order to attack the opponent, like if I want to attack here, it says your demon is contested. Move it away from enemies. So you don't have to have enemy demons around you in order to attack him. So I either move away or I get rid of them. So it's a matter of deciding, okay, do I want to kill the demons on the board, clear the board, and then attack, or attack first and things like that. And that's the gist of it. The only other thing that you might want to have to know is like there's these arrows around the cards, which that just tells you like in which direction you can attack. So if I wanted to go here, I cannot because I don't have an arrow pointing that way. So besides the demons, there are other kind of cards, like this one. This one is a rune. This I don't have to play on the board. This one is just like, depending on what the card does, of course, you play them either directly. Some of them allow you to attack the enemy immediately. Others, like that one, I mean, I would have to first damage a demon before I'm able to use it, but it basically allows you to kill a damaged demon. So, and then, yes, the complexity of the game lies on like the amount of cards and what each card does, and just playing with the cards that you have at hand.
And you had to think about all these mechanics yourself, or you?
Well, that's where this guy who is working with us, Aries, comes into play. But yeah, he came up with all the
mechanics.
individual card mechanics, and that's why also these kind of games take a long time. Because each specific card requires its own code, right? And how it behaves against other cards, how it behaves against this one, against this one, against this one. So yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, no, I don't understand anything about card games, but I like at least the graphics, the animations is very non-static, right? It's not that kind of boring card game.
Well, like that's because you're looking at this current version of the game. If you were looking at this like a year ago or 2 years ago, it was like a completely different game. So.
And can you not, because I have bought a lot of games on Steam that are still on alpha, right? And there's a lot of companies already doing that. They sell for, I don't know, $20 games that are not completed, but people know that they are not completed just so they can have runway or finance. You never thought about that?
Well, the thing is that we wanted that. Of course, that depends on what you're doing for monetization on the game. If you wanted to charge for the game itself, yes, sure, maybe you could do that. But since our idea was for people to buy the card packs and the cards, it's like you cannot charge for the game and then for the cards and then for the packs. It's like, yeah, people are not going to do that because most of these card games, that's how they work. The game itself is free. And you just buy the cards. So and also another thing is that, and that's what's kind of hard for us to grow. These kind of games, in order for them to be fun, you need like an actual pool of players to be constantly.
Yeah, exactly. It's what I was about to ask. If you have already players playing it, or
No, I mean that's because it's like a chicken and the egg situation, right? You need players for it to be fun, but if the players come and they don't see the other players, then they leave. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's super hard. And it's also why, like I said, we are not really making this marketing push, because it's like you want to try to make like a big splash.
Yeah, you want them to all come at the same time, not just one and then another one.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not the easiest genre to get into. I mean, we decided to go into probably the hardest thing that you can possibly do.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Because just making games themselves is hard. Competition is brutal. On top of that, you have the Web3 angle, which a lot of gamers hate. On top of that, you have the trading card thing, which is not huge. It's not as big as first-person shooters or platform games. Again, if we were not passionate about this, I would have leave this like long time ago.
Passion, but the passion is what keeps us here, right? That's the whole point at the moment. It's not much about money. It's more about the passion. Continue whatever thing we are building, is if it's a game, if it's a staking platform, if it's I don't know, a DEX, a marketplace, whatever, right? Nowadays is are there also, because like you said in the beginning, in 2021 there was so many people, and now we are all maybe max, I don't know, 10k, the same 10k, 15k in Solana, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to have all this still active members of the community of Solana to be always trying every platform, every game, right? At some point it becomes a saturation.
Yeah, and also something. Yeah, I also mentioned something. I was on another show the other day, and there's this thing, right? Like most of us, crypto Twitter, and a lot of people are on Twitter, right? On X or even in Discord or whatever. They all give you just like a single PFP image for you to pick from, right? So a lot of people, what they do is, okay, there's this huge amount of project out there. I like this one the most. That doesn't mean that I don't like others.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I do like them, but I like this other the most. So it's super hard to stay relevant when you don't have people like PFPing you and talking about you and whatnot. But that doesn't mean, like I said, every conference that I go to, like most of the people that I run to, they know about us. Most of the people that I've shown the game, I've actually displayed this game on the first Solana Spaces pop-up that we did in New York.
Okay.
There was a game night. Not only this one, there were other games as well. And I also showed it at Breakpoint in Abu Dhabi. Everybody that showed it, they thought they had the same reaction that you just had. I mean, you're not into card games, but you can see and you can appreciate that it's well made, that it's kind of fun. I mean, even more.
Seems fun, yeah.
Yeah, even more if you're into card games. But it's hard. It's hard to stay constantly on top of mind, and especially in this space. So, yeah, I'll keep trying. Still here. Still trying to make connections. Would love, if anybody's listening and you're into card games, please, I would love to hear from you, your feedback. I mean, we're always open to suggestions. So, yeah.
I think we have some mindful holders that are very into card games, into collectibles. So maybe they're gonna try the game and give their feedback, because it's important for you also, feedback from people that actually have played games, this type of games, right?
Because 100%. Like I said, I mean that feedback that we got to actually change the art from this PFP kind of thing to this thing that is
more obvious,
telling the story like this guy, right? It says summon an imp artifact, so you can see this imp at the front that is coming with a little imp at the back. Okay, so when I play this, I got that guy and another guy. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think
We got
I
that
think-
from feedback from actual CAL players. So
yeah. Yeah, I think I have to really thank you for coming today to our podcast. It was amazing to see this, and I see that a project that started in 2021 is still here, is still building, and that's something actually uh, good and good looking, great. Still being developed, but I think that's the process. We are always in development, right?
yeah. Oh my God, yes.
It's always like that. So I have to thank you so much for coming. I don't know if you want to add anything, any alpha or anything that you want to chat
I mean,
for
the
this
only
last.
alpha is that when we launch the game, of course, every single Grim is gonna get airdropped either card packs or in-game
Oh,
tokens
okay.
or anything. But I mean, that's alpha if you like games. I mean, you
Yeah, exactly.
again, you will be able to trade them. So maybe
You make a little bit of money. You never know.
maybe I don't know, but that's not why we're doing it. just in case.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you
inviting me.
once more. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and happy
It was
to
a pleasure.
again in the future.
Thank
Likewise.
you. Always welcome. Once you have something more final, we can do another podcast, and then
Sure. Yeah,
we
I'd
can
love
talk
to.
about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Done. Deal. Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chop, chop, the wood we carry. Chop, chop, never meant to bury. Fire runs through the grain. Nothing lost, nothing to claim. Chop, chop, keep it moving. Chop, chop, always flowing around the night. Voices arise in the dark, truth survives.